recruiters will only look at your CV for 15 seconds. Well, that's what a lot of people on the internet seem to say anyway. And this is sort of a reason people give for why your CV should be one page, or why your CV needs to be super concise, because they're only going to look at it for 15 seconds. I'm of the other opinion. I think your CV should be 2 pages. I think that gives you a better chance in the application process. In this video, we're going to talk about that. Should your CV be 1 page or should it be 2 pages? Now, just before we get into that, 2 things I want to do. Number 1, let me introduce myself in case you don't know me. My name's Owen. I'm a degree apprentice and I help people get degree apprenticeships in the engineering, technology and finance industries. Last year, I helped a whole bunch of people get into degree apprenticeship with companies like Amazon, JLR, KPMG, Deutsche Bank, HSBC, just to name a few. And this year I'm helping my students get into degree apprenticeships. Some of them have already got their JP Morgan Assessment Centre booked. Okay, now just a second thing before we get into the main part of the video addressing this 1 page, 2 page thing. It's to do with decision making, okay, and the decisions you're going to have to make going forward, okay? Let's just imagine a situation here where you got a friend, he's fat. Okay, like he's not in good shape, he's not healthy, he's not athletic. He comes up to you, Owen, you know, I'm not in good shape, I'm not really happy with where I'm at the moment. I want to get in better shape, okay? I want to look good, be athletic, be fit, whatever, okay? Fair enough, cool. So you suggest he goes to the gym? Yeah, no worries. Go join a gym, go there 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, whatever. Go to the gym, go get that done, lock in, boom, couple of months, maybe a year, boom, okay? You go back to that friend like 2 weeks later and he's like, oh yeah, how's gym going? How's it going? And he tells you, oh, I haven't started my membership yet, because I wasn't sure which exercise to do. I didn't know whether to go to the gym and do cardio, or whether I should go to the gym and do bench press, or go to the gym and do like leg day. I didn't know which was best for it. Because I'm trying to obviously lose fat. I didn't know which was best for fat burn. If it was cardio, if it was doing weights, if it was doing high intensity, if it's resistance training. I didn't really know which one to do. So I'm sort of just trying to research which one to do, and I haven't signed up for the gym yet. If you're in that situation, picture yourself in that situation. This guy needs to go to the gym and he's waited 2 weeks. He hasn't done anything. He's researching. Here's what you tell him. You'd be like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? Just go to the gym, do something, right? Who really cares about which one's optimal for fat burn, cardio, weights, bench press? Like, who really cares, right? Just get in the gym, go on a machine, start doing something. Get on a treadmill, start walking. Get on a rowing machine, start rowing, right? So that happens. 2 weeks later, you go to him again. So it's like 4 weeks from the original time he said he was going to go gym. And you're like, okay, so you've signed up to a gym now. And he says, no, I still haven't. I'm really not sure what to do. I don't know if I should do cardio. I don't know if I should do... And it would be ridiculous, right? You'd be saying, forget optimum, just do whatever. Go do cardio, go do weights, go do this. It doesn't really matter. Go and do something. Okay, something is better than nothing. It's not going to be optimum straight away. So probably if you look at it scientifically, there is like an optimal way to burn fat, whether that's resistance training, whether that's cardio, I don't know. But what you tell him is just join the gym, go and do something, go and exercise. It's the same thing with this 1 page, 2 page thing. Okay. If you've been procrastinating your CV, you haven't worked on it, you haven't submitted it, you haven't applied, or whatever this is, because you can't decide whether to do a 1 page or 2 page CV, I just want to tell you now, just choose one and go with it, okay? Because at the end of the day, this 1 page, 2 page CV thing it's a matter of opinion, okay? There's people who apply with 1 page, they go and get the job. There's people who apply with 2 pages, they go and get the job. However, the people who don't apply, who don't submit their application, who don't write a CV because they haven't started, you're not going to get the job. That is a 100% guarantee. Okay, so I just wanted to put this at the start to basically say, if you're procrastinating and you're really not sure whether to do 1 page or 2 page, it probably doesn't matter that much. Okay, just choose one of them and go with it. It's a matter of opinion. I did 2 pages in all my CVs and I got 8 degree apprenticeship offers. People have done 1 page, they've gone and got an offer. Okay, just choose one and go with it. So I sort of want to, with this video, I want to end any thoughts, any discussions in your mind right now thinking about debating 1 page or 2 page. In this video I'm going to present my reasons why I think you should do a 2 page CV, but if you want to do a 1 page, go for it. It's opinion, both are going to work. Okay, if you want to do 2 pages, boom, commit to 2 pages, go for it. Okay, at the end of this video you're going to make a decision and that's it. Just forget about it from then on. Sure, you can go and change it later if something's more optimal, but it's like for now, just make the decision so you can start moving forward. It's like with this YouTube channel, I could have decided what platform do I want to do it on. Should I do it on YouTube, Should I do it on TikTok? Should I do it on Instagram? I could have a look at those options and be like, oh, I'm not sure. I'm going to do a bit of research. I'll have a research which is good for YouTube. Like, what's the reach on Instagram? What's the reach on TikTok? 2 months later, I haven't started it yet because I'm still trying to find the optimum platform. It's not about that. It's just about starting. It's about just choosing YouTube, start uploading. That's what I've been doing for 12 months. Maybe it would have been more optimal to go on Instagram. Maybe it would have been more optimal to go on TikTok. But what wouldn't be optimal is not doing any of them, because at least I'm doing something. There's a phrase, action precedes clarity. So you're never going to know in advance whether a decision is a good decision. You just have to do a decision and then find out later. Okay, so I chose YouTube and I think it was a good decision, because YouTube is where I can give like full education, helping people, rather than sort of TikTok where I could give like a top 3 tips on your CV. Number 1, put your work experience. Number 2, put your education. And number 3, spell check it. That doesn't really help anyone. On YouTube, I'm able to give sort of more in-depth education to help you guys. Okay, so that's that. Decision making, make a decision by the end of this video. Now let's get into the main part of the video, which is why I think you should do a 2-page CV and what the benefits of it are. First things first, it's about how much space you have, okay? 1 page is half the space of 2 pages. Okay, that's obvious, right? I'm not exactly teaching you anything groundbreaking here. But what it means is 1-page CV, as a fact, you're gonna have to sacrifice something to get it into a 1 page. Okay, with a 2 pages, I'll whack up my sort of CV that I use to get my offers on screen. I had all my stuff there, about 5 work experiences that I'd mentioned, about 7 key achievements that I'd mentioned. I want you to imagine that I had to cram that into a 1-page CV. You can agree with me that I would have to sacrifice something. Okay, there's a couple of things you could sacrifice. Number 1, it's the quantity. So sort of the number of work experience, the number of key achievements you had. If I had to put that into 1 pages, it would go from 5 work experience and 7 key achievements to maybe 3 work experience and 3 key achievements. And then straight away, it just shows way less work experience that I've done, way less key achievements that I've done. Straight away, it makes me a much worse candidate because I have less experience, less backing behind me, because I've had to delete some stuff because I didn't have space for it. And I wanted to cram it into a 1 page, so we've got rid of that. Another option is you can delete all of the descriptions. So this is what I say with your work experience, with your key achievements, you want to have 2 to 5 sentences after each one explaining what you did, what you learned, and the skills you developed. Say, for example, you just mention on your CV, HSBC work experience, that's it, nothing else. That's not going to do much for you, because you've just listed one thing. You haven't told them anything specific about that. That's not really going to help anyone. It's not going to help them. They're not going to see that. I mean, oh, this guy's got communication skills. This guy, no, there's nothing. You've just said HSBC work experience, literally means nothing in their eyes. However, if you write 3 to 5 sentences, 2 to 5 sentences, explaining what you did, what you learned, the skills you developed, now it works. So I did this HSBC work experience, and we had to work within a team to come up with a proposal to present to the managers. This developed my communication skills and my confidence in delivering presentations to a group of people. I will be able to use these presentation skills when leading meetings in this degree apprenticeship. Do you see how much more powerful that is? That one right there with all those sentences, and then that one there, which is just HSBC work experience. Another example, on your CV, if it's 1 page, you might only have room to write Gold Duke of Edinburgh Award. That's it, nothing else. No description, because you don't have space. You only have 1 page, remember? But if you have 2 pages, you can expand on that. You can talk about your organization skills, your teamwork skills, your agility skills, your interpersonal skills, because you've written that full description on the Gold Duke of Edinburgh and what you did. So that's another thing you can do. So it's either sacrificing quantity, in which case you're just cutting out half your experience, or you're cutting out quality, which means every work experience you put on there, it doesn't really help because you haven't written those descriptions, you haven't referred to those skills. All the key achievements you put on there, you're having to cut out really good sentences which explain why they're relevant and why they've developed your skills. And then the second reason is I want to actually disprove what people say here. People say, oh, recruiters only look at your CV for 15 seconds. They don't read it. You need a one page CV, which is more concise so that they're going to read it. And I don't think it's actually the length of your CV which correlates to how long the recruiter looks at it. Let me give you an example. Let's say you're given a book and it's 1,000 pages, okay, 1,000 pages. That's a big book, right? But it's a really good book. Okay, 1,000 pages, really good book. I'll give you an example, Oblivion. Shout out to any of you if you read this back in the day. Oblivion was a sick book. I think it's about 1,000 pages. It's like the 5th one in a series, covers like things from the whole of the series. It was a really good book. I loved this book. 1,000 pages. Did I read it? Yes. Did it sell a lot of copies? Probably, I guess so. I would imagine so. Okay? 1,000 pages, was that a problem to me? No, I wished it could have been 2,000 pages because the quality of what was in there was so good. Similarly, if there was a book which is 50 pages long, but it's rubbish, it's trash, it's boring, it's gibberish, it's stupid. Like, if it was a terrible book, 50 pages, would you read it? No, you'd read the first page, see you later, I can't do this. Okay? That's two things you gotta think about. £1,000, a 1,000-page book, absolute killer. 50-page, worst thing I've ever seen. Which one you're reading? You're choosing a 1,000-page. This is how I see it with these 2-page and 1-page CV. With 2 pages, you're not only going to be able to fit in everything you need to, you're also going to be able to make it look presentable. Have another look at my CV. 2 pages. It's fairly easy to read this. There's space between the bullet points. You go bullet point, yep, cool, read it, boom, read it. Obviously, I don't have any numbers for this, but I would imagine that recruiters were happy to read that CV in like a decent amount of time. Okay, because it looked inviting to look at. Now, I'll see if I can find like a screenshot of a 1-page CV. That's what a 1-page CV looks like. Everything is crushed together. It's all just one thing. You can't see anything because, as I said, with the 1-page CV, you're having to get rid of things. And on top of having to get rid of things, if you want to keep more stuff in, you're going to have to cram it all together, whether that's smaller font size, less spacing between the paragraphs, all just conglomerated one thing together. So I review people's CVs and cover letters. I've done it over like 50 in the past couple of months. Some people submit me their 1-page CV. I look at it for 1 second and then I don't want to look at it anymore. Okay, because it's like, your CV is disgusting to look at. It's disgusting to look at because it looks like that. You think my brain wants, it's just, the whole thing is just text, no space, nothing. I don't want to look at it. It looks awful. Okay, obviously I'll go through and read it because I'm reviewing your CV. I'll give you feedback. And probably my biggest bit of feedback would be expand this out into 2 pages so that I want to read it. You compare it to my CV, which is nicely spaced out. I think a recruiter is more likely to go through and read it. So that's what I say. They say this thing, recruiters only look at your CV for 15 seconds. It's like, that's an average. And it's probably because your thing looks so awful. Okay, how long the recruiter reads your CV is not correlated to the length of it. It's correlated to the quality of it, of how good it looks. Okay, so that's what I would say. That's my take on this whole thing. I know a lot of people say 1 page. I know people in the finance industry especially, they like to do this 1-page thing, this conciseness. Maybe, I'm not saying it doesn't work, just me personally, from my opinion, if I was applying to finance, engineering, technology, degree apprenticeships, I'd be doing a 2-page CV. You're going to be able to fit more stuff in and it's going to look nicer. Therefore, the recruiter's actually going to look at your one for longer. Like, think about this. You could write a 2-page CV, you get more stuff in, it looks nicer, and the recruiter looks at it for longer because it's nicer to look at. You're going to be more likely to get the job than someone who's done a 1-page CV. They've had to cut stuff out, so it's worse anyway, and it looks disgusting, so they don't even look at it. It's like 5 seconds, my brain can't be bothered, see you later. Okay? So I hope this video has helped with a sort of insight onto the 1-page, 2-page situation. I just thought I'd give my input, my opinion. As I said, for me, I think 2 pages is the way to go. But at the end of the day, as I said sort of in that introduction part, just make a decision. That's the important thing. Don't procrastinate this. Just make a decision. If you want to go with 1 page, go with 1 page. If you want to go with 2 page, go with 2 pages. They both work. I think doing 2 pages gives you a higher percentage chance, but at the end of the day, it's just opinion. So I hope this video has been valuable. If you like videos like this, go and click the like button below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Take care. If you want to jump on a one-on-one call with me so that I can help you smash your interviews, then go click the link in the description and have a look at my coaching program, which I'm hosting on the school website, which, now that I think about it, that might be the wrong way around on your screen, but like, whatever. The school website, that's where my coaching program is. What you do is go click the link, we'll go book a free consultation call, or I'll jump on a call with you, see if you'd be a good fit for the program. Then if you are a good fit for the program and I think I could help you, we'll get you onboarded, and that means you're going to get the bonuses like the courses, group weekly calls, and also get one-to-one calls with me where we can do mock interviews and I can help you with your interviewing ability so that you can go and smash your interviews. So if you would be interested in that, go to the link in the description and book a free consultation call with me. See you in a bit.